Good evening. RVDebs here from a little town called Monday, Texas. Only here for a couple more days. And it's been quite a heavy week here, as you probably already know. Hi, Timothy. Hi, Georgiana, and hi, Zach. Welcome. First three in. Yeah. Hi, Lynn. It's nice to see you guys. Hi, Doreen. Come on in and enjoy a little time with me. Hi, Nona May. I'll let y'all kind of slide in and just take our time tonight. Thank you. I know I've had so many beautiful people say the same thing. Hi, Candy, and hi, Greg. Hi, Callie Cat. I love Lucy and Maxie Doodle. Yes, this has been a really, really trying time. Hi, Nancy. Welcome. How nice of you to join my membership. Thank you. Hello, Linda. Hi, Burl. Is that how you say it? Thank you for coming in tonight. Hi, Lucky Rose and JJ and Sue. Okay. Well, you all know. You all know. Hi, Pearl, Sue, and Judy. I don't even know what to say other than hi, Victoria. Lily's doing great. She's right under my feet. Thank God I have Lily. Okay, I'm going to tell you what happened. And then we'll just try to move on. I want to move on a little bit. Hi, Mary Kelly. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Well, I'm so glad you came in tonight. Thank you, Judy, for the hug, and Mel. Sorry if I missed anyone. I don't mean to. I tell you that this is what happened. Hi, Rancher. Thank you, Pearl. Thank you, everybody. Rosie was, of course, she was old, and she had a hard times. Hi, Butterbean. Had hard times going up the stairs, and hi, Candy Purple and Mint Chip. Thank you, everybody. But she was doing pretty good. She was always hungry. She ate really good. Thanks, John. Thanks, Roseanne. And on this trip, she really enjoyed herself. Thank you, Sandy and Deb. So it was really shocking. I mean, I knew she was getting old. She didn't hear very well, and she would miss the pee-pee pad. And it was, I tried to, holding her was hard. She was a big girl. And anyway, but she got here and she really liked it. She was having a really good few days. Hi, Margie. Kathy was here. Wednesday, Jim left. And when he was, Tuesday, Rosie was as fine as usual, walking with us. Went out, walked me and Jim a few times. And then Jim left Wednesday, and Kathy came over Wednesday, and we were going through a lot of my stuff pretty much because we were going to put all the stuff Wednesday. Was it Tuesday? I'm sorry, Tuesday. We were going to put all the stuff in Jim's truck, and then he would leave real early in the morning. So that all went well. The both dogs were doing fine. And something happened. I guess it was Wednesday. And she loved being here. She really did. She looked really healthy. Kathy even said to me that the night of her stroke, wow, she's running around like a puppy. She was just jumping around, the floor. She looked really good, ate her dinner, and Kathy went home, and I wanted to take her out, as usual, after an hour or so, and she couldn't walk right. She just kept her legs spread. Her she could not get herself up or coordinate, like she had something going on bad, and I picked her up and put her outside. Hi, Dee Dee. And she peed and she couldn't walk herself back in. So I picked her up and put her on the bed. And basically, we went to sleep with her, but she didn't move all night. About 7 a.m, she had picked her head up, and I thought, I got to take her out. So I grabbed her. Hi, Gail. Thank you. And Mary. I grabbed her, put her outside. She couldn't walk. So it was like by 8 o'clock, I called the vet, brought her in by 10. Thank God Kathy's husband, Mark, Carrie, helped me. Hey, Jim and Molly, everybody, Lucky. And the vet said she's got vertigo. She can't keep her balance. And I said, is it a stroke? And this vet, a female, wonderful vet, she said, well, there's not really a test. And at this point, she started listening to her heart. She says she has a heart murmur. She's 16 years old. She's not going to get better. She might maybe improve, but it'll happen again once it happens. And she said, this is the time. And I just held her until she passed. And that's it. Hi, Christopher and John. I don't know who else. Hi, Gary. Now, I want to say that it's very hard to say goodbye. She really went peacefully. She didn't really, she just, it was like a bad stroke, and she wasn't with it, really. So, hold on a minute. So it's been really heavy. So after the vet, she was wrapped. They wrapped her completely in a like blue kind of cotton thing. And we took her to Kathy and Mark's, and Mark immediately buried her, dug down 2 feet like he did for his cat, right next to Charlie Cat. They buried Rosie, and he got a heart, a beautiful part. I have pictures of the stone, and he carved Rosie in a heart. And I'm really glad that she wasn't down in South Texas, because I would have had to just let her go. And this was so much nicer, so much nicer. Thank you, Leanne. I'm going to say, though, that in a way, I'm going to be very honest. I'm sometimes too honest. Yeah, we all, listen, I'm not a stranger to grief. I've lost all my family, and so many friends, and my husband, and 2 other dogs. They both lived to 16. I wanted Rosie to live to 17 so bad. But she turned 16 May 20th. She had a really good life. She did, Margie. She had fun. She loved living at where the RV was parked by Kathy and Mark. She had a lot of freedom then. We've traveled. Me and my husband and Kathy traveled to Kentucky and Ohio and Hilton Head, where she came along and traveled with us. And it's funny that her last day was very upbeat. Hi, Amanda. Thank you. I'm coming here because you guys are part of basically your family in another way. You're my YouTube family, and I don't know what I would have done. I couldn't have keep it from you. It would have been terrible. So we went through it together. You guys helped me a lot. Now I have two dogs that I brought up and were my babies for 16 years each. Thank you, Marilyn. A mama wanderlust too. Well, I feel the love. I do feel the love, you guys. I mean, on YouTube, you get a mixture, you get all kinds of people, but the true people, you feel the love. Honestly, yes, I do. I feel very cared for. Hi, Jen. This has been a very hard week. I mean, hi, Cameron. Gosh, I drove here, with Jim, worked really hard to get things packed up enough so that Jim could go home so he could go back to his life. Is Lily acting like she misses Rosie? The most I've picked up from her is when we go to bed. There was a blanket on the bed that Rosie laid on. And I keep it there, and she smells it and smells it and smells it. And like that kind of stuff, sniffing and smelling. But she's been eating, and I took her with me to Kathy's today, so she was not alone. Hi, Martha. I know, I'm so sorry to have to give you all such sad news, because it's always been me and my two dogs. It's really been us three. Hi, Noble. Yeah. I'm hurting and grieving, and I'm thinking about her a lot. I see, like, I'll turn my head. I have a bunch of white bags, plastic from the groceries, kind of in a thing because I'm using them to pack things in. I see the white, and I immediately, it's like, thought of her. Is that her? That kind of thing, when I drove the car and it was just me and Lily, I just felt it. And yeah, I wanted to share what was going on. I'm not going to cry a lot. I've cried a lot, and I cry. I'll tear up a lot, but I do fondly think that she was such a sweet dog and so loyal and so different from Lily. She just really, and she was shy. She really didn't like other dogs or cats. She was really happy just being, she didn't consider herself a dog. Lily's a little dog. Lily likes every dog she sees, and cats. Now, Rosie loved children, which is good, and so does Lily. And I think, like I said, I think it's a blessing in disguise, because at home on my new fifth wheel, there's a lot of stairs. Hi, Linda. Thank you. Yeah, she enjoyed being over there. She really did. And Lily's doing okay. She's right here. But the stairs at the fifth wheel, and inside the fifth wheel, there's two stairs to the bedroom. And she'd go up and down those stairs and then back to where she would lay on her bed, back upstairs, kind of nervous like. And I don't think she ever really took to the South Texas area. Lily, however, I think she fits perfectly. So, I mean, I don't know. I got to just take it. No, Lily was not with us when we went to the vet, Sharon. She stayed here. I just swept Rosie up in my arms, got her in my truck, and took her over to Kathy and Mark's, and then Mark held her the whole way. So she doesn't know. The vet recommended her saying goodbye. Now, the vet didn't say anything. The storms were, and yes, rain and storms really did scare her. Anyway, I had a really great girl for 16 years, and I'm going back without her. And I miss her. I miss her, but I know that it'll be easier on her to not have to do that lifestyle up down the stairs to go pee. And for me too, it was hard. It was hard, especially with Rosie's. I needed to walk her a lot more. It was hard. Hi, Carrie. Oh, wow, that's cool, Carrie. Yeah, Rosie's buried right next to Charlie Cat with a stone, and there's flowers all around, right by Kathy and Mark's window where the birds are. It's tough to say goodbye, and I didn't want her to suffer at all. She didn't deserve to suffer, and she didn't. The weather here is really hot. It's supposed to be like 106 degrees for the next few days. Maybe a little less, but it's pretty hot. Am I missing South Texas food, you mean? Nah. I did go to Isabella's twice while I'm here. Yeah, I mean, if I got stroked out, I would want to go to sleep. I wouldn't want to be a veggie or just really be, a burden. Thank you, Connie. I have had such support. My channel, my Facebook, of course, my YouTube for sure. And yes, Carrie, she really did like it there. She got to be free at Kathy and Mark's. I didn't even put a leash on them unless they were going somewhere. But after we moved, you have to have a leash everywhere else. 107, yeah, heat wave. It's all over. Right here in Texas, everywhere. 82, you guys are lucky if that's what you have, but not here. And I'm anxious to go home. Thank you, gray hair lady. I want to get home. I don't know what I'm going to do with all the stuff that I'm bringing because I just have to bring certain things. I got to bring it. Hi, heading my way. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Cancer. I didn't know Rosie had a heart murmur, but the doctor said, yeah, she has a heart murmur. Alaska's 50s and raining. Well, that sounds nice. Such a nice lady vet, and it was her and her assistant, so two women and me and Mark. We were just, and you know what was so sweet is after she, did a little listening to her heart and stuff, and she suggested what was going to happen. They brought in a blanket, a little leopard skin, really soft blanket, and laid her on that so that she could lay comfortably. And they gave her a sedative, and I just talked to her the whole time in her ear, real sweet. And then after the sedative, it took about 5 or 6 minutes for the sedative to take effect, and then they do it in the vein, and it's instant. It was peaceful, and it was a kind thing to do. And I've had to watch everybody die, just about. Hi, Carrie Joe. Yeah, it's tough. And then today I had to go over. I had to go over to Kathy's and Mark's because when I first got here, before I even came to Texas, she was moving to Texas and they had a big moving truck. And I knew that I eventually would get to her. And I was selling my house and going into an RV. That's what I did. So she took at least 5 bins, maybe, of memorabilia of my mother and father and my sister life. So I knew I had to go through those bins. It's hard. Everything I've been doing lately is really hard, honestly. It's been really hard. It's almost over. It's almost over. I'm hoping that this is a place to call home. You know, you never know. But I wow. It's just been hard. And then when Rosie died in the middle of it. So today I had to go and each bin had memories, things that were wedding gifts when I was 21 that were beautiful crystal glasses and gold. And I don't want any of it, but pictures of my mother and father and pictures of my sister and pictures of my mother's mother and my father's mother. Thank you, Kim and Sheila. Let me show you. I did take a snapshot because I don't have room for everything. It's terrible. Here's a picture of my sister. Her name was Noreen. So young. Thank you. I thought she was a beautiful person, but cut short. Life cut short. And in these bins were like all the death certificates, marriage licenses of my mother, mine, um, thank you, Megan. Everything's fine. I'm doing okay. And yeah, she died at 27 years old. So young. Thank you, Roseanne. So thank you, RC. Yeah, it's been a tough week. I went through all of them, and Kathy's still going to keep a couple things that I could not. I don't even know if I can take everything in my truck that I've got left over. Thank you, Carolyn. It's real hard. It's part of the family, you know. She had a stroke. She had a major stroke that she couldn't walk anymore. She just was falling over and couldn't maneuver, and something bad happened. It was just real quick, too, real quick. She was fine during the day, and then at night she had this stroke. And in the morning, I took her to the hospital. Thank you, Dee Dee. Yeah, so I was seeing pictures of everybody, my grandmother and my mother, like my mother when she was 16. I mean, you know, these kind of pictures that we have, great grandparents, the black and whites. Well, Kathy's going to keep a lot of that for me. And I'm hoping that Kathy and Mark can come visit me in my RV park. I'll get them a place for a week, and then maybe they could bring them down. Yeah, it's really hard. Even when I go back, I'm thinking maybe I will get a small storage unit so that because here's what's happening. Let's hear the good news, right? We've got the bad news. I don't know, Carrie. I don't know. My sister died at 27, young, but I'm alive and I'm a survivor, obviously. Well, she was definitely, Rosie was definitely not hearing and not seeing. And some days were real good for her that she was like frisky. Some days she was just kind of tired. I'm just glad she didn't suffer. 21. Oh, that's awful. Well, my sister died in 1974. So what happened when? Anyway, so today looking at all of the memorabilia, and it was outside. It was warm, and we were like in the breezeway, and I was just so over it. Tomorrow, Kat's gonna come over during the day. Just I'm already like down to just gathering stuff together, but we're gonna be together and help me gather everything ready because Monday they have to go to Abilene, her and Mark, and so they'll be back Monday early, like probably this time of day, maybe a little earlier, and help me pack up my truck, and then I'll sleep here one more night, and then I'll get up early and head back. And Kat's gonna have the key to this place, and so she's trying to sell some of the stuff here, but it's not selling. So she's gonna take care of it. That's what she told me. It's been a hell of a week. Thank you, Cameron. Yeah, it's hard to believe that she's no longer here. Yes, Rosie passed away. She was 16. She had a major stroke. One day good, the next day not able to move, really. I grabbed her and took her to the vet. What could I do? So it's very shocking. It really is. I think the whole day the day that she went to heaven was I was in shock. Today was a harder day for me. And Lily's doing good. Lily, she's right here. I took her with me today. I'm going to try not to leave her alone too much. Judy, Lily seems to be okay. She's eaten her dinners 2 days in a row and she wags her tail. And I've been sitting with her on the recliner. I agree, Debbie Young, that she did like where she's now resting. Hoobie, it's hard to sell stuff. I'm going to wind up giving things to people that need it. The motel that's here in town where Jim stayed, Lily is 10 years old. Um, they're new to the area, and I was telling them I'm selling stuff, and they said, "Oh, we don't have anything." I said, "Well, let me see what I sell and what I don't sell." Kathy said she'll call over there, and they can bring a truck and take whatever they want. It's hard. I like all this stuff. I really do. I've had a lot of emotions about it. But the only thing I did bring my blue, well, it's actually a red chair. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Whispering Feline. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you so much. I'm bringing the blue wingback chair because when I had all my 3 chairs, that was the smallest chair. So that's already with Jim. That's in South Texas. I'm bringing this desk that I'm on, and it's going to go in my truck, and we're going to try to work around this desk. But it should be fine. I'm so happy that you're all here. I really appreciate all the new subscribers and people that are just tuning in. Normally, of course, I don't like to talk about sad things, but really, it's just life, you know. Now that memorial was done by Amanda. Wasn't that sweet of her? She just went on my Facebook and grabbed all of the pictures she liked and made it for me. That's awful, Dee Dee. Yes, Amanda's my sister. I don't know if she's in the room right now, but she and I are very close. And she did that for me. Yeah, I didn't do it. I could. I mean, I have other pictures, but I'm really happy with that. So, and after 16 years, you have a dog. I have a lot of pictures. I have some pictures I'll be sharing, but it won't be until I'm home. But I've got some really good pictures of Rosie. Hi, Raymond. Good evening to you. Yeah, I think Amanda's, if she's not in here, she'll watch it later anyway. Okay, I gotta read it. Okay. Linda, no, I can't bungee it out. It has, I guess I could take the legs. I don't know if you probably could take the legs off, but I think I'm going to just try to put it on its side all the way to the back. I bought Rosie, believe it or not. I'll tell you how I got Rosie. Thank you, 2021. There's Amanda. Yeah, she did a great job. Very. I got Rosie because I had a little dog named Bowie. And Bowie was 12 years old and getting older. And I was married with my husband, Mark. And we thought, well, maybe if we get a puppy, that Bowie will kind of get a second wind, you know, and live longer, which he did. So we went to the puppy and kitty store. Believe it or not, I know I should probably go to a shelter, but for this dog, I didn't. Yes, Beverly, she is where she's supposed to be. Anyway, I brought Bowie with us because, you know, he had to get a like the new puppy. And I remember picking out Rosie and putting her up. Rosie passed away, my white Bichon Shih Tzu, Raymond. We needed a puppy, so we got Rosie and brought her home because Bowie loved her. Rosie was a bad little puppy. You want to hear the bad stuff? Bowie had all these little toys, stuffed animals. You know, Yorkies are not big. And we kept them in like a big basket. And if sometimes just for fun, we would put them all over the house and Bowie would go to each one in his mouth. You'd hear him breathing and put them in the basket. He loved his toys. He never messed with them or rough-housed them. He loved his toys. We bring Rosie in and every single toy had the stuffing pulled out of it. Every pillow that was like a doggy bed, all the stuffing was pulled out. I don't know what got into her, but that's what she did when she was a puppy. She chewed a couple of walls all the way to the drywall. We had a king size bed, and she'd go all the way when we weren't home. Thank you, Raymond. But after a while, she all of a sudden, and maybe about a year of her life, I was pissed off one time when I came home from out of town doing arts and craft shows, and my husband worked midnight shift, so she was alone too much, and she just just chewed a wall in the kitchen. We fixed it. Thank you. I am. Hi, Cloud. How you doing, Clouds? Thank you, everybody. But then after that, as she grew, she was fine. She never did anything else ever again. Who knows? Yeah, she just shred everything up. So we couldn't really buy anything fluffy. And poor Bowie, you know, he just loved his toys. But he lived to 16, so Not that much longer. Yeah, yeah. Some dogs you can't have stuffed toys. Lily's fine. Lily doesn't chew anything up. Really never has. So she doesn't have a lot of toys now. But I'm going to get her some now that Rosie's not around. Maybe she'll play. She was a handful in the beginning. Yes, she was. And then she was an angel for the rest of her life. It's amazing that it happened like this, isn't it? I always say that there are no mistakes. They're just situations that we're supposed to go through. Oh, the squeakers. That was the first thing to go, Butterbean. She'd do the squeakers and keep going. We'd come home. I'd buy a dog bed, if you couldn't, all you could do is buy like a piece of rug. Darlene. Yeah, my dog Rosie, who was 16, had a stroke and I had to put her to sleep. When I was saying goodbye to her, actually, when I was alone with her in the truck, she was laying on the passenger seat. I was heading my way to the doctor to pick up Mark. I was telling her, I was talking to Mark. I was saying, Mark, Rosie needs you. Please be with her. And then when I was telling her goodbye, I said, I love you. You're such a good girl. You're such a great pup. And Daddy's here for you. I don't know if that's the truth, but I like to think it is. So it's been a heavy week. I'm going to head home. Hopefully, unless it's really bad weather, I'm going to head home Tuesday early. And I'd love to be able to drive straight through, but I don't think I can. I'm just Velcro, a Velcro dog. Rosie always would follow me into the bathroom. If I went to the bathroom, Rosie would come, and no matter where we've lived, even at the new place, she would jump up the 2 steps and sort of let me know she was there every time. And when I cooked, and they knew I was, they know when you're cooking for them because I cook them meat, she would just hop up and down right next to me, even like in the last month. I think I've got a friend in San Antonio, Judy, who I stayed with when I came, in last December. Um, I know that would be I bet if she's not out of town or anything, if I call her, she might let me spend the night. But also, I'm thinking that the La Quinta that we stayed in was a really straight run. It was really a nice hotel. I don't know what I want to do yet. Your Yorkie goes to the bathroom with you. Yeah, Lily. I don't know if she'll be doing that. She didn't do it yesterday. Terry, hi Terry, hi Kate, hi CAC. I'm not going to get another dog. No, no. I don't think I would have gotten 2 dogs if I hadn't been married, and Mark would help me with one, and I would help with one. Who's Cat? Oh, there's Cat. Say hi to everybody. That's my best friend and sister, Cat Gupton. I don't know why you have your whole name on. Thank you. Yeah, this was one of the tops that was in. I left here. Now I've got like some new clothes. Thank you so much, Kathy. You have done so much for me. She's really, 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 really helped and still is. My best 43 years I've known her. And we have worked together for so many years. And now I love you too. I think, Cameron, I might just go back to the La Quinta. I don't know if I even really want to talk about it. You know what I mean? The best friend you could have, and her husband Mark too. Moving so hard. So me and Kathy met 43 years ago, and it was an instant friendship. Basically, just knew I knew it. She invited me for chicken dinner after I met her. We had exchanged phone numbers, and she invited me for chicken dinner in her Hollywood, Florida little house where she had two little boys. I brought my dog Ty. I've always had dogs in my life. Ty was a fantastic dog, the smartest dog I've ever actually had. And I just thought she cooked the best Cuban style chicken ever. And I played guitar and sang for her and her boys. And jump ahead 43 years. I mean, you know, um, we lived together. Kathy, didn't we live together over 20 years? I think we did. 1991, we moved in together. Oh, that's okay, Giggle Fishy. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you being here tonight. Well, anyway, we lived together for like 20 years and traveled all over the place. Kathy and I went to California twice, to Las Vegas, to Seattle, drove the coast, went to Big Sur. Um, just we had a really, really a lot of times together. Went to Jamaica, went on a few cruises together. Used to go down to Sanibel Island. And you know what? I used to play guitar and sing. Literally, that was my livelihood. And she was my best fan. What's it like on a cruise ship? You know, and Kathy was a Floridian. She did not travel far in her life. And I said, I used to book vacations for us. Because if I waited for her to book a vacation, we would never go on one. Hi, Dana. So I would book these vacations and take her to places she'd never been. Oh, thank you, Kirby Bell, for the super chat. That's awesome. I really appreciate it so much. Nice. It's good to be busy, Colette. You know, I'm alone a lot anyway, so that's right. And Margie's knows exactly how wonderful they are. I don't get I've never had too much trouble with cruises as far as getting sick. I've never gotten sick. But there is movement, especially in the beginning when you're first getting your sea legs. But within 24 hours, you don't even feel it. You wouldn't fall overboard because people don't fall overboard. They either get pushed overboard or they're drunk and get up on rails and think they're smart because you can't just you can't just fall over. Oh, see, yeah. Rosie had a stroke. I mean, like night and day. She was fine. Kathy was here, and she said, "Look at her. She looks like a puppy." She was running around like a puppy. And then that night she had a stroke, and that was it. So I had to take her to the vet and put her down. And then Kathy and Mark made her a beautiful little plaque, like, stone, and put her name on it. Yeah, you can't just like jump. You can't just like lean over and fall off. They've already got that figured out. Thank you, Carrie, Terry. Yes, it's. I have it. It'll be. I'll show everybody. I can show the picture. I know I have to put out some videos that kind of stopped me from, but I've got videos to share. It's at Kathy and Mark's. Yes. Oh gosh. Um, it says Rosie with a heart right next to Charlie. Charlie was this cat that Mark and Kathy had for, I don't know, maybe longer than 16. Hi, Cassie. Yeah, she was part of the family. Yeah, I'm very glad she's where she is because I'll be back here. I mean, it's not my last time to come here, but it'll be a while before I feel like driving it again. Yeah, she's right next to Charlie Cat, against the house with flowers, and there's bird feeders and bird bath. So it is really nice. See, things are meant to be. I mean, honestly, I'm so glad that it happened here, and I'm with my best friends. I was with the kids. I got hugs from Mary, and it's almost hard to say goodbye. I mean, I don't like saying goodbye, and I'm afraid. You know. Yes, she was 16. May 20th, she turned 16. Rosie just turned 16 May 20th. Lily is 10 years old. She'll be 11 on my birthday, Halloween. Yeah, I'm indebted to them forever. So that's what's going on here. It's been a real heck of a week. Lily, her name is Lily, and she's doing fine, Terry. She's doing really good. She has been sniffing around. I don't know I don't think she understands. 66 is really nice. I love that kind of weather. I know I'm like exhausted and moving. Um, it's gonna be hard putting everything in the truck that I want. I'm not. I just sometimes you can't take everything. I want to take my TV here because it works good, and in my bedroom I've got a place for a TV. Today was really hard, Kathy. So today I was going through all those bins of memories and family things and people's burials and where they're buried and what they said in the paper and their wedding certificates and my birth. I found my birth certificate too. Hi, Judith. I bet San Diego's got beautiful weather. Exactly, tripping with the Fergusons, divine intervention. It was like, wow. Holy cow. Photos. Oh, photos. Photos. So many photos of everybody. Four wheeler? It's not a four wheeler. It's called a fifth wheel. 75 is nice. Well, I have to have a birth certificate so that I can apply to either renew my passport, which is out of date, or just get one of those cards. One is like $60 versus like $150. So probably get one of those cards, but I have to have my birth certificate. Yeah, a lot of stuff is staying. Yes, Kimberly, she's such a wonderful friend. Uh, I'm not taking my computer chair. No, it's kind of seen better days. Like it kind of leans to the left, and I've had them before. I've gone through at least 3 of them. They're not expensive, so I can't really. It's very bulky. It would just take too much space. I'm bringing the desk and the one chair, and I'm going to try to fit in a few other things. But basically, I'm leaving a lot of stuff, and it breaks my heart. But you know what? I have to do this. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, so I want to pass. I either want to renew my passport because I want to go to Mexico. We don't have family night every week anymore, Cameron. So no, I didn't. The only thing I sold was the portable air conditioner. She's going to keep things and try to help me sell them. She's got them on the Facebook Messenger, and I'm paid up for 2 more weeks, so it's still my apartment. It is a baby changing table. I used it for all my art supplies. It worked. It worked well for that, but I'm not taking that either. Hi, Faithy. The people from the park and the resort that I'm at, everybody has times where they'll go to Mexico like a carload, and I don't want to go alone to Mexico, but certainly would like to go and see what it's like in this little. They go to this town, and it's safe. Nobody has a problem. We don't wander off or anything. And besides having a good lunch and buying a momentum, there's eyeglass places and dentists and pharmacists, and I'm going to use it. Progresso is the name of the town. Kathy, enjoy your dinner. Love you, babe. Talk to you tomorrow. Yeah, it's a really nice changing table, actually. And it's empty. I mean, there's some stuff on top, but it's empty. It's ready to go. I love you too, Kat. Yeah, people that have been really mean to me. Every now and then you get someone who just doesn't like you and they're going to tell you off or they think you're a terrible person. And they're always like, oh, Kat and Mark can't wait to get out of their sight. It's like, you guys don't know. How could someone say that? It's crazy. No, we never would say that to each other. Yeah, miserable people. That's right. Hurt people hurt people. I get it. And I have such a small amount of those people. That thank goodness, really. I try not to, give it too much attention. Yeah, when I go to Mexico, I'm going to be like videoing. I mean, it'll be good content. Yes, Rosie, my white Bichon Shih Tzu, Rosie, was 16. She was losing her eyesight and hearing, but she pretty much was healthy. She would eat and drink lots of water and pee a lot and poop. And then basically Tuesday night, I guess she had a major stroke and could not walk. She couldn't keep herself upright. She tried, and it was just like spreading. Her legs were spreading, and she couldn't. I had to pick her up. So of course, the next morning we went right to the vet. and it was basically a major stroke. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to Mexico this winter. Thank you, Doreen. It's been a rough couple days. I basically am just kind of numb. She didn't suffer. I don't know how she was suffering during the stroke, but I mean, she didn't cry out or she didn't. Thank you, Mary. She didn't look. She just looked like she could not stand right. It looked like a stroke. It really did to me. And the vet said definitely vertigo because she had her head like this. She goes, "That's a dead giveaway that she was like not set. She couldn't walk." I would hate that feeling. I didn't want her to suffer 1 minute. I really didn't. If she was a young dog, I mean, that's one thing. Then you try all the alternatives and medications and stuff. But 16 and the vet didn't want to do that. She told me, she said, she'll never be good. She's only going to suffer if you keep her going. So I was like, Lily is still with me, Doggo Ben. Lily, thank God, is here. Oh, that's heavy, Kimberly. Yeah, so it's been like, not only am I like, you know, emotionally having to go through not taking everything and all this stuff, packing up and having Jim packed up his truck, and it was stressful. It was stressful, and then Rosie, and then Rosie. So it's just been one thing after another, really. Little dogs can live a long life. I'm hoping that she does have. I want her to outlive 16 because both dogs that I've lived with were 16 when they died. Actually, three. Ty died at 16, Bowie died at 16, and Rosie died at 16. Not the best trip, no. I guess the best part of my trip, thank you, Janice. The best part of my trip was before Rosie, of course, had the stroke, but going over to Cat and Mark's to have dinner, and then all the children that I love, there was four of them, came over and just hugged me so tight. I have not had hugs from each kid. She was 16. Are you getting a spinning circle giggle? Oh. I can see Lily living. Oh. Mary. Oh my gosh, Mary. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, God, that's really sweet of you. I love that. Thank you. That's adorable. What are those called? Thank you, Mary. Oh, thank you, Butters. Butters love Cassio. Thank you for the super chat. Holy cow, thank you. I'm so grateful. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, you guys are something else. Isn't that interesting, Debbie, that your birthday was May 21? That's okay. Rosie was May 20. My dog Lily and we're Halloween. So your Malteses both were born on Halloween? Holy cow. I know it was tough. I can't tell you how bad it's been because there's blessings. It's like bad, but there's blessings that come with it. And I'm like feel I don't know. No second thoughts about moving at all, Sharon. Well, that's wonderful, Dana. Your dad was born on Halloween too. I'm a Halloween baby. So is Lily. That's why I actually I found Lily at her mother was pregnant with her, and she was being strolled down the Yellow Daisy Arts and Crafts show that once a year up in near Atlanta, Stone Mountain. And I saw the lady. I always like looking at dogs and puppies. And she said, oh, she's going to have babies. And I gave her my card and said, wow, I'd love one of her little babies. I never thought much about it. But I've always wanted a little tiny dog. And that was September, like Labor Day weekend. And right around December 22nd, she called me on the phone and said, they're 8 weeks old. And good night, Jim. Talk to you tomorrow. So Mark, my hubby, said, let's go get one. So she sent me 5 faces of the 5 puppies. And I picked Lily. And she called Lily Queenie. I wonder why, because Lily's like a little queen. She got her, that was the right thing to call her, really. Yeah. So that's how Lily came to me. It was one of the last presents my husband gave me. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you so much for the super chat. You guys are being so giving and thoughtful. Thank you. It'll help. I'll tell you what. Here's what let me tell you what's going on. There is one more thing. And by the way, has anyone had Mexican Coke? This is a Mexican Coke. I don't normally drink anything but Diet Coke, but Diet Coke is really bad for us. Well, I hope you feel really much better quickly, Doggo Ben. No, she's all Chihuahua. Lily is a long-haired Chihuahua, full blood, both mommy and daddy. This is so much better than regular Coke. I'm not drinking Diet Coke much anymore. It tastes better than American Coke. They use less sugar, and it's cane sugar. So now you know. I didn't know. Well, where I live in South Texas, that's what people drink, is the Mexican Cokes. It says from Mexico. Let's see, where does it say it? It's like product of Mexico, but I don't think you can see it. And I had one, and I thought, dude, that tastes good. How much grams of sugar? Probably still too many. But I think it's made with better sugar. It's 200 calories, and it's too much sugar, 53 grams. I don't know what regular ones are, but they make it with a different sugar. It does taste different, but it's better. Oh, Kimberly, thank you for the super chat. Wow, that is so cute. Thanks for being you too. You have to try it. So when you go somewhere, if there's Mexican food, ask if they have Mexican Coke. Where I live, every store sells it. Yeah, it's a lot. It's not something you want to drink a lot of, but they make it with real sugar, and I don't know, it has a better flavor. Thank you, Rancher. Thanks, everybody. You guys, I'm so glad I did this. I haven't been in the mood lately, but I do it anyway. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much. Yeah, Mexican Coke. So if you can get a Mexican Coke, try it to see if you like it. It's okay. So anyway, I wanted to tell you. So my neighbor up down in South Texas, right? It hasn't got any fructose corn syrup, which is good. I don't know. I just really like it. It's perfect. It's very carbonated. What about Lily, Bill? Hi, Bill. Lily's with me still. So, anyway, my neighbors in my RV resort right across from me is Kathy and Bill, which is so weird. And well, anyway, bottom line is they've got a wooden, real tall compared to what I have, storage shed, 8 by 8. I don't know. I don't know if she misses Rosie. It's hard to say. Anyway, so she's got this nice big shed, 8 by 8. Let me show it to you. And it's much bigger than what I have and much nicer. So she's going to give it to me. I have to have it moved. I have to have my shed moved somewhere else. I'll find out where I can put it, and the new one there. So that's a cool thing. It might take a while, but let me show you. Come on. Okay. I'll show it to you. There's 3 pictures. This is what the shed looks like. So it's 8 feet by, 8 feet by 8 feet. That's the side. Why does it do that? Bixby. And then when you look at it inside, looks a heck of a lot bigger than what I have. I think the one I currently have is like 4 foot by 8 foot. So that's one of my first things I'm going to do. And I might even go and rent a storage room close by and put everything that I just bringing down into the storage room until I get my desk in. I want to do my carpets and clean them. Nice shed, right? It's a wooden one and it's tall. And I think that would really be a lot better. Yeah. Isn't that cool? So sometimes, things are blessings, and the neighbor, everybody's really nice there, I must say. And I know they don't probably watch me on YouTube, but they know about it. Isn't that cool? So I'm going to have a bigger storage. So I think I was just checking, and I'm going to check on Monday. There's one place close to me. It's $100 for 5 by 10. That's their smallest. Well, if maybe I can find a cheaper one, but even $100, I wouldn't keep it there for a long time. I'm going to definitely get the storage and get everything out of there. But at least I could go there, get a bin out, because I have a lot of clothes I want to go through. That's what I'm going to do, I think, Giggle Fishy. It's going to cost. Christopher, something like Kathy said about $200. I'm going to say $400 because they have mine to move and that one to put. So I'm going to try to get it together. Georgiana, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. Wow, I'm so grateful and pleased. Maxie Doodle, you've been around a long time. Yes, you have. I've had people that have followed me for 7 years, maybe more now. And I'm really proud of my channel because a lot of people start channels and then they just disintegrate after a while. And not me. Yep, Giggle Fishy. A lot of people. Hi, Tina Marie. I'm glad you came to Whispering Feline. And I've got a lot of playlists that if you just even once in a while, if you want to go, what did her house in Tarpon Springs look like? The one she moved out of. There's all kinds of tours of that. And then John said he's watched since Alabama, which is 7 years. I've actually been doing. I don't even know when I started. Maybe 7.5 years ago. Megan too. Oh yeah, and Judy. Good night, Judy. Yeah, I really appreciate the super chats tonight. I was like, awesome. Wow. It's gonna help me. And one of the things, so that's the first thing I'm gonna do as far as spending money. I'm gonna move the I have I think it's 4x8. It's not, it's kind of shallow. I'm gonna move that. And the Alabama shoreline is beautiful. Actually beautiful, Bill. White sand, sugar sand beaches, and it's beautiful. I'm very grateful. Thank you for all the super chats and the thumbs up. I appreciate everything. Listen, anything that you guys do, whether you comment, you give a thumbs up or down, um, it all counts. So I'm going to have to, of course, pay. I have to pay for the move of the shed, but hey, those sheds are not cheap. The one that I have currently is metal, not Rubbermaid. No, it's like a metal, and I possibly could put it on a lot, um, and either just not worry about it or sell it or give it to someone who needs it. That's the thing about stuff. Sometimes it's really good to trade and give things because they come back to you. They really do. I'm not doing too well selling stuff, so yeah, somebody might want to help, might want to get it. Yeah, because I will be overwhelmed if I try to like dump everything out and then have to move the shed and there'll be stuff in it. Nah. Yeah, there's people. I my friend Tuvi, I don't know if he's watching tonight, but he's got a lot of guys that need money. And also there's a guy that does my lawn and he's got, some guys. And I think there's a new tenant, a mother and 16-year-old son that is like with an RV that are moving in, and he's looking for stuff. So there's always somebody. Money helps, of course. I free is great, but not everybody. People need money. So if I can get someone, I'll help them if they help me. Yeah, I have the washing machine to move too, which is I'm sure not that hard. What? Oh, Eric talked about me. Yeah, when my channel was hacked, the Nomadic Fanatic is my friend, Eric. Right, Judith. So giving things away. Um, the people at the motel, they just started over and they don't have stuff. Well, it's a really good thing to turn people on to stuff. I'd love to sell it, but it's I'm not gonna worry about it. Hi, Linda. You. I know. I miss having her around. Molly, you're getting the smoke again. Oh, geez. Well, I've got a 16-year-old boy that his mother said told Beth that for a few bucks he'll help. I was like, that's nice because, you know, you never know when you need a strong boy. I always need a strong boy around. Yeah, living with the smoke now in the sky is not a fun way to breathe. There's a lot going on in the world. Yeah, you know, we'll see. That's cute, Linda. HEPA filter is good to have. I've got an air purifier and an air humidifier. So the humidifier, we don't have, we are very humid in South Texas. Here in the dry area, it's good to have a humidifier going. The air purifier, I'm going to bring with me and use it. Hi, traveling one. Well, thank you for coming in. I really do appreciate it. I'm actually happy I came on tonight. Georgiana said, I think I found your channels through Eric. Oh, wow. You know what? That helps a lot. I mean, having somebody who's got a lot of subscribers and they say something about somebody, and yeah, you get more people. Good night, Amanda. Yeah, I do need storage, so that's going to help a lot. A dehumidifier, right? I need to keep my nose passages moist. I have a thing with my nose. I just had to take a Claritin. Yes, I did need my friends around me. I don't know, Marilyn. Let's see what happens on Wednesday. It's years ago. What happened is I got hacked years ago. We're talking like 5 years ago, something like that. And he helped me to have people go to my second channel so that I could start over again, which I did. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you for the super chat. That is so kind of you. Thank you so much. Judith, I don't know, but you know, as we get older, things don't. This hand has got a little tremor sometimes. Right now, it's not. But when I pick something up, well, right now I'm doing. It's a little I feel it. Hi, formerly. Thank you, Ansett. Hi, Kanisha. That's nice. Gosh, I haven't played the guitar in a long time, but today, you want to hear me singing? Oh my God. Now, just so happened, I found two records, 45s. Well, Kathy and Mark have a 45 record player. They're scratchy. It comes from 1965. I sound like a little girl with a high voice. I didn't even really recognize my own sound. You guys want to hear it? There are two songs that I wrote. Oh, yeah. Going through all my stuff. And they're my songs. For several years. And here is a taped, it's a record from Hollywood, California in like 1965. It's a song I wrote called Susie, and it was about a little girl who told me I had killed Christ because I was Jewish, and I wrote this song about it. I'm 15. I want to hear it. Wait till you hear how high 15 years old. Whoa. Wait, the beginning's lousy. I wrote this song about an hour ago. Wait, it'll get better. Second verse. I just don't sound like me.
I told her that I loved her, and I took her small hand, said, darling, try and understand. You have not an enemy. We're all created equally. Oh, Lord, make this child see. Oh, Lord, please change society.
Playing guitar. Level 45.
Now picture a world where no hate is taught. Imagine that world where no wars are fought. With all this in mind,
What a life it could be for children of the universe could live and be free.
That's pretty good. It's a good song. Make this child see. Lord, please change all the children.
Me playing the guitar. Okay, I have one more. I don't know how good this one will sound. That was called. Do you want to hear it? One more. When I was about 15. They were like two records. This one is called "World of My Own." It's a sad song, and it's kind of crazy. Not sure how good it'll sound because it's probably warped. The beginning is always ripped. I don't know what happened to it. Doesn't sound that good.
The sun was shining yesterday. When the Lord came to take him away. And now he is gone away and left me here to stay in this cruel, cold world of my own.
It was 1965. Wow, do I sound different?
He said that
He would be mine. I remember it. To believe, to trust.
all the time. And now I'm all alone. Oh God, I must be shown how to live in this world on my own.
Thank you. Well, I do, Bill. Like Gracie Slick. There's no wedding. Oh, tell me what's crazy. You were 10. My love. I'm so glad I get to hear this. Romeo and Juliet. Anyway. Okay, you guys, I've been going through all my stuff. That's okay. Now, as I grew a little older, I think my voice matured in like my 20s and 30s and 40s. I sounded to me better, but God, I was so young. Thank you. I'm going to put it on my video because it's my song, so they can't copyright me. I've written a lot of songs, I didn't even really remember these songs, but Susie, this little girl, was a neighbor in West Hollywood, and she told me that she said, I can't play with you. My mom says you killed Christ. I said, what? She goes, because I guess I was Jewish. And it really hurt me, and I wrote that song about it. You know, Kenneth, that's sort of who I was compared to was Melanie. Thank you. I had the blues all day, so Dana, this is good for me too. I did a lot of songwriting as a kid, some silly ones and a lot of protest songs. It was the 60s. And I just loved playing guitar and singing. Thank you, Doggo Ben. Well, my voice has gotten so low that I didn't even recognize my own voice because it was so high. It was so high. What's that song? I used to sing that song, Gracie Slick. One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small. And the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she was just small. And if you go chasing rabbits and you know you're gonna fall, tell him a smoking caterpillar had given you a call for Alice. Anyway, yes, I've got pictures of me from the 60s. Today. I have them packed and they're in the back of my van. So I will have that and I will share some of my early 15, 16-year-old pictures because I had a manager. I had professional pictures. I was a very cute little girl. I'm smiling. It makes me feel good to share. Yeah, small town Texas, no. White Rabbit, yes. No, I never met those people. God, no. Yeah, my vocals just as you get older, my voice got lower, and then when I stopped singing professionally, then your air, how you're breathing, it's just not like it used to be. But that's Genesee, and yeah, those were when I would go to like recording studios, which I've been, and they'd say, "Oh, we already have a." Melanie, or we already have Janice Ian. And, it was kind of like they already had me. 65. Oh, I know, Georgiana. I was young and it affected me, being that this girl was like 10 years old. And she, like, literally, when she found out I was a Jew, she just was very honest. She's like, oh, you know, it was bad. And then I just kind of took it and made the song called Children of the Universe. But I knew that I didn't have anything to do with it. But it was sad that people are so brainwashed to think things like that. Yeah, I that's my age. I'm not ashamed of my age. I know, Dee Dee. It was just a kid. She was a kid. Children are like they're like little sponges. Whatever they hear in the house, they may not even hear it right, but they absorb it and they repeat it. So, that's it just happened to be a story. I always have been into stories. Timothy, well, I couldn't really be your mom, I don't think. Well, if you can build your own recording studio, that's very cool. If you are you into recording things? Thank you, Christina. I first got on YouTube, man, I said like, "Oh, I went to Hollywood High School, or I played guitar and sang for many years." Some people would not believe me. I've had a very colorful life. You know, when you live in Los Angeles, West Hollywood, the Valley, you're going to have a different lifestyle than somebody that lives in the middle of the country and goes to the same school with the same bunch of people all their lives. I moved, my parents moved a lot. Thank you, Roseanne. Good night to you, sweetie. I will hopefully on Wednesday night be in my house, in my little RV. Happy to be back off the road. I really am not going to unpack anything other than my dog and whatever food we got and overnight clothes. The next day I'll start early in the morning because it's so warm. I am actually going to make some calls on Monday and see if I can arrange a little storage shed for the rest of summer. Maxi Doodle. Thank you. I loved Melanie too, Jim. I used to do a lot of Melanie songs. I could do Melanie. I was just thinking about the way. No, I can't do it now. Very cool, Kanisha. Amanda, you had a very interesting life, and I'm amazed all the time how you handle things with grace. Thank you. Thank you, sweetie pie. You're a strong lady too, Amanda. We can relate to each other a lot of ways. Your sister went to Hollywood High? Yeah, I lived in the Valley for junior high, but high school was in the city in Hollywood. That's cool, Dee Dee. Wow. I love Joni Mitchell. I sang a lot of Joni Mitchell songs too. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, it's been a rough week, even before that. Just getting here and going through all this stuff and then losing Rosie in the middle. All right, let me go back so I don't miss stuff. Wow. I rode my bicycle past your window last night. Boom, boom, boom. I roller skated to your door at daylight. It almost seems like you're avoiding me. I'm okay alone, but you've got something I need. Well, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. I'm sorry, Georgiana. Yeah, this has been a hell of a week, hasn't it? Someone had to go to Hollywood High. I don't know anybody from school. There was only really two really good girlfriends that I had. That sang with me and played guitar. Were you born? Wait a minute. Thank you, Lucky Rose. I don't know if I missed something. I used to play guitar. There was when I was young, up to like 40s. If you invited me somewhere, I always had my guitar with me. It was like having a pet. I brought my guitar everywhere. I'm glad you're feeling better, or at least things are looking up, Dogglebin. I know not feeling well is such a big part of our life. We want to feel good. If you can feel good, you're rich. I did make from age, let's just say age 15 to about 45, I made my living mostly by playing guitar and singing in clubs. I was in a duo at one point. I was in a band, but that I didn't like being in a band. So I really did make my living with music. I tried to have a career when I was younger, but again, it didn't happen. And so um, I just enjoyed music so much. And then I got into making jewelry and getting off the road. I got really tired of being in lounges and having a 6 week job and then an 8 week job and then maybe, a private party. And then maybe I was lucky in Key West because I had a job singing at two friends' patio bar for over a year. That was a long job for a singer. So I tried. I am a creative person. I'll go with that. That's true. And that's the one thing that's gotten me by my whole life is that I'm pretty creative and I can do mostly anything. I can't do certain things. I'm not good at sewing, but Kathy was really good at sewing. We just kind of, her and I just measured, we just kind of evened each other out. I was the mad, I mean, I could sit there and make styles one after another different. Always new creative styles, earrings. I'd make one really far out earring and I'd hand it to Kathy and she'd make the other one perfect. Thank you, Eugenia. Yes, Deli, I've already done an hour and a half tonight. But you guys can put this on to go to sleep. That's what Amanda does. She says my voice lulls people to sleep. I don't mind. I'm really grateful for every single person that's come in here tonight and that's been so kind to me with my Rosie passing away and me. It's really hard. Well, you help me tonight too, you guys. See, we do help each other. I know it's sad. I know I've been crying a lot, and my life's just. I really want to get settled and be happy, and it's all we all want. Don't need a lot. The older you get, the less you need. Even though it's hard to give up clothing and stuff, I still took too much with me. I'll probably still have to decide to get rid of some of it. And things change. Look how things change. Just hold on to because it's a ride. Thank you, Marilyn. I'm glad, Giggle Fishy. Sometimes I don't feel like having the live stream because I have to talk for the whole time, really. And I sometimes, it's hard when you're not in a great mood or you're tired or you've had a crappy day or, people are wanting me to do it. And I really do try to do that. But some days I looked at old pictures. It gave me the blues for sure. Well, I'm glad you had someone to call, Dagobin, as you needed support. If that's important that we help each other. Like Jim and I are very good friends. Will we ever live together? No, of course not. We're very individual, but we're there for each other. Like if he needs me, I'm there. Kathy, his neighbor, Beth. There's a few others. Charma. Um, they're good people, and I would be there for them too. So that's what it's about. So I'm glad I did it though, because every time I come on when I'm not really in the mood, it works out that it's actually a good evening. Thank you very much, Mary. Thank you so much. I don't know. Dolly Parton had her life. I don't know. I was, pretty young. I, it, I don't know. That's an interesting question. Does this mean that they did something special to get on top? Sure, because timing in life is everything. You never know who you're going to run into or the timing that she's totally hard to say. It was 3 a.m. when you were feeling bad. Oh, thank you, Iris. I think we do attract each other. And I really do feel like things, there's no mistakes. I'm supposed to have done this, even though it's hard as shit. Forgive my language. Thank you, Timothy. I'm going to get on the road Tuesday morning. Um, I will I'll do videos and, of course, let y'all see. I've got a video almost ready, so tomorrow I will send part 2 of the videos. But I really do, and I did enjoy singing and writing my own stuff too. Thank you. I'll keep in touch with everybody though, you know. So I'm gonna I am gonna get off because it's getting to be a long live stream. But I've really appreciated and enjoyed it, and thank you for coming along with me on this journey of my life. Um, Rosie's resting in peace. We'll miss her. We'll talk about her. I've got pictures to show. But Lily and I are going to be okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Peace out. Thanks for your kindness so much.